Hi Julia Watts here, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to have another look at the Sentimentally Yours Fancy Frames collection. And this is the new collection that's just been launched, and we're on video number 3 and shape number 3. So this is the Fancy Frames collection Floral Finery Circle. As you can see, it's a circle. And as with the other dies in the collection, there are 4 sets. You've got your frame, and then you've got a sentiment as well, and the sentiment on here, as you can see, is best wishes. And you can find them over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, while stocks last, obviously, and over at Honeypot Crafts as well, again, while stocks last. The festive fancy frames, when they were out, they sold out within a week, so don't miss out if you're interested in them. And these coordinate, this particular set coordinates with the Floral Finery Dotty tips, and it's a mixture of the 4-petal flowers and the 6-petal flowers on this particular one. And you can see there's some butterflies on this one as well. Right, so that's that. So just to recap, if you want to actually, when you cut the frame out, you cut this one out just on its own, and then you will get this. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously you can have it like that, you can have it like that, however you want to have it. You probably don't want the butterflies nosediving, but you can definitely have it sort of on an angle if you want to. So that's that, and it has got the lovely little debossed sections on the petals, and also the leaves are from Whimsy Foliage. So if you've got Whimsy Foliage, or if you want Whimsy Foliage, don't delay, because there's not many left, but you can actually bulk it out by adding some foliage on there if you want to. So if you want to cut the actual frame out, the backer, so this piece, excuse me, frog, then what I suggest you do is take your outer and secure it on the edges, then pop in the frame or the fancy area itself, and just have a look around the edge to see that that is nicely lined up. Don't secure that though. And then take this one, and there's only one way it'll go in. Slot that one in place, and again, just have a look to see that all your kind of borders are nice and even. Then secure that inner one as well. And then you can remove the inside one and then run that through your machine, and that's what gives you this. Obviously it's mirror card, so you can see my camera and everything. Okay, so that's the way I do it. You can obviously, if you want to, leave this one out and just run that through as is, and then you'll get a solid centre to it. You can also run this through if you want to slot a different colour or a pattern paper or whatever behind that as well. So there are kind of different permutations, but we're just going simple, not being complicated in these first set of videos. And obviously with the best wishes, you've got the backer, and then you've got the sentiment itself. So you can obviously use the sentiment separate, or you can use it with the backer. I mean, we tend to use it with the backer because it just sets it off nicely. Okay, so let's do some gluing, the boring bit. So let's get this fancy frame stuck down first of all. And my pin head came off. And because they're woodware, don't have any more. Now where's my pliers gone? I did have some pliers somewhere. There we go, it's out. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to use this now that the pin head's gone. Annoying. Right, let's just, it is just Sentimentally Yours PVA that I've got in here. It was the end of a bottle as well. lasted a long time. I'm sure I've said this many times. The Sentimentally Yours PVA is excellent, and it lasts almost 12 months, I reckon. The certainly 9 months. The large one, however big that is, I can't remember. 250, I think it is. You could, of course, cut this with double-sided adhesive on the back. Might be a bit of a challenge to cut because you're obviously going through the double-sided adhesive as well, and it is actually very, very detailed. I would suggest that you actually run them through with your metal shim, if you've got a metal shim with your machine. I'm currently using the Culture Creations Go Power, an emboss machine. Although I've just received a switch, a Sizzix switch, so I will be using that, and this will be probably, or the Go Power will probably be just kept for my workshops and classes, because you know what happens. The plates you don't want cutting into getting cut into, so and it is on its last legs as well. It's been put through a lot. Right, I think we're good to go there. That all looks like it's all got glue on it. Let's put my pin in there without the pin head. Right, and let's get this stuck down. Now it is going on mirror card, so I don't want to get glue where it shouldn't be. This one is an easy one to see because you've obviously got that big cluster here, and you can just about see the butterflies sticking out there, and you've got a very small cluster there, so it's obvious that it's got to go on this way. So let me stand up and look around the camera and see if I can get it on burst time, which would be nice. Not quite. I think I've got a bit of glue there. Obviously you can slide it around a little bit because it's mirror card. The glue doesn't set straight away, but you don't want glue all over the place. And it is a Sentimentally Yours mirror card that I'm using. There we go, so you can see. Fabulous. Okay, so we're going to just put that, a bit of glue, no, it's a bit of a hairy bit. Just going to put that underneath here, and then we're going to actually pop our sentiment and do our sentiment. These cards are pretty quick to do. I think it's a 7x7 we're making. I'll check in a minute. They're pretty quick to do. Obviously the time consuming bit is when you're putting all your flowers on top, especially if you want multiples of the same size. But you don't have to think very much because all the thinking's done for you with the beautiful die. So that's a win. It's the thinking sometimes that takes a long time, especially as you get older. The old brain doesn't work like it used to. And this is going on to the white. And I seem to have got an extra bit of glue there. Do what Phil does, lick my finger. Okay, let's clear that up. Hopefully I won't hit the button on my iPad like I did in the previous video. I don't know what happened there. And despite me saying I'll check it, I didn't. Because I forgot. Right, so for my background, I've got the, this is powder blue card. This is pure white and the silver mirror from Sentimentally Yours. This is powder blue card, and I've used the Quilted Circles 3D embossing folder. Can you see how deep that emboss is. It's fabulous, and on the back it's fabulous too. I don't want to use the back though, I want to use the front. And this is going on another piece of mirror card. And if you spritz your card first before you pop it in the folder, spritz it both sides, then it won't shrink. And I do suggest that, because it will go a little, because you've added moisture to it, it will go a little bit kinky. I suggest you pop it under something heavy while it's drying. And then, as you can see, mine's absolutely fine. So I had mine under my MDF sheet that's under my craft sheet. Pick this up, see if we can get this on straight. Have a look. Because it's 3D, it's quite hard to get that glue to just grab. So again, we're going to just pop it underneath our craft sheet just for a minute or two. And we'll grab our backer pick and we'll measure it so you know what size card we're dealing with. So we are this is 6 3/4 inches. So this would go, this is effectively a 7x7 card, because the 7x7 cards are never 7x7 because that's the size of the envelope, if you see what I mean. So yeah, so this is going to be a 7x7 card. So while we're waiting for that glue to set, let's just grab my flowers. So from the, whatever they're called, Dotty tips, I've used the second smallest of the 4 petals, and then we've used the smallest, the next size smallest, yeah, so anything but the big one. So these 3 are going to actually be stacked on top of one another. These are just going to go singly, and I'm just shaping them just with my fingers, just holding it very carefully in the middle and using my fingers to shape them, just very simply. You could do this with an embossing tool if you wanted to. I find it quicker to do this, and of course I'm not disrupting the lovely deboss in the tips. Like that, and then we're going to stack those up. And then you have a white one, so this is obviously going smaller. Where's my embossing tool? Give it a push. And then we're going to put another blue one in the centre of that. Again, slightly offset that. Just so we've got like a focal flower. The rest, like I say, are just going to be single layered. But we've got a focal one. And then in the centre of each, we're going to stick a silver pearl. The pearls you can only get from Honey Pot, or if he sometimes puts them on TV. I don't think he's put them on Hobby Maker yet though. I think we're going to go for 5mm because I don't think I've got many 8s. I've got a lot of 5s. I don't know what they're called actually, because there's no label on mine. Pick-up tools, that's what we want. I'm going to stick one in the centre of that. Give it a push. They do flatten out a little bit when you put a pearl in. Oh, there are some 3s in here as well. Well, I'll be. Don't know if I actually shaped that petal. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Obviously this is going to coordinate with the mirror card nicely. And how many 8s have I got? I've got enough 8s to do them in the corners, so I'm just wondering whether to put an 8 in the centre there or not. Let's have an 8 in the big one. Let's have a bit more glue so that it'll stick properly. The label on this glue keeps peeling off. Right, pick that up and push that in the centre. Okie dokie. So that's my flowers, and we're pretty much ready except for one thing. There are 4 new embellishment die sets out as well, so we're going to add some butterflies to this particular one because there are butterflies. There's 2 little butterflies on there. They are a totally different shape to these, but so I'm going to use the smallest 2, which are bigger than these 2, and they'll hide what's underneath. So I have got, let's turn this over so you can see the dies properly. I have got, oh, if I can pick them up, a pair of the 2 smallest sizes of them. So we've got the backer in white, and then the one that goes on the top in the powder blue. So I'm just wondering what I want to do with them though. I don't know whether to just shape one and put one on top, or shape a pair of them. I could just shape a pair of them, couldn't I? Let's just shape a pair of them just ever so slightly. So I'm not glued it yet. You see he's got a hole in his body, bless him. So I'm just going to stick my finger there. And you've got antennae in both colours, so you can actually use the butterflies as just a solid or just the open, or of course put them together. So you've got options. If there's only antennae and a body on one, then you'd struggle. More versatility. So these are the Tatty Butterflies, and again these are available on both our websites. So let's just, while we're here, stick these together. And just put a little bit of glue around that hole on his body and up the antennae. Not too worried if they don't stick together, the antennae, it doesn't matter. I need my tweezers to pick those up though. So they are very tiny. They're very cute though. That's so lovely. Okie dokie. So now we are ready to construct. So let's put those there for a minute. And we'll grab our bits from underneath. Things rolling around underneath there, that would make it a bit wobbly. Right, let's get 3D foam on here. So I've just got some 2mm foam here. I don't know what, something else is rolling around now. Working about 6 inches. Across the middle. this one. And then we do our prick thing. So we can move it if we need to. Just delays the grabbing of the foam tape just a wee bit. And we grab our card blank in inverted commas. I do like a square card. Squares are my favourite. And then obviously we can fiddle about as to which way we want it. I think I'm going to have mine like that. It does look equally good like that though. But I'm going to have it like that. But anyway, let's get the foam tape on the back of this. Looking for it. So obviously it's a circle. I should be using my mounting cushion that goes around the corners. That would be handy. But I haven't. Maybe I'll remember for the next circle demo I do for you. It's pretty solid because you've obviously got the two layers of card. You've got the mirror card and you've got the pure white card, so it doesn't really matter if you've not got foam tape on all of it. We'll put a little bit extra just there though, and a little bit extra on the butterfly because I know I'm going to press down on that bit, and then we've just got this bit here to go. Doesn't mean I've got more backs to take off, of course. That'll do. Job's a good one. It's not called U-mount, it's called mounting cushion. I did grab the last one for myself before Creative Expressions shut down, so that's a bit mean of me. I should have grabbed a pack of pins as well, seeing as that pin didn't last very long at all. Never mind. Such is life. Okay, so we're pretty doing within an inch of its life. And let's get this beautiful topper on here. Obviously it's optional, you don't have to put extra flowers on if you don't want to. We will put that just there, like that. Fabulous. Really pretty, isn't it? I do like a bit of powder blue. And let's bring in our embellishments. So we do want some foam tape on our best wishes. I think Phil's done it so that the backer will take this size, although I've not cut that very well. Let's grab that. And that extra teeny tiny bit. Get off. Get off. Oh, it's stuck to me. All right. And we have a little bit extra on the top here. And just a wee bit down here. Like so. We get this in and then we'll start putting our extra little bits on top. I'm going to wing it and not put print on the back of this one. I do want to make sure that the circles will help you as long as you've lined it up properly. Oh, I've hit something again. Let me move away from the best wishes. Let's have it there. You can see I've gone opposite here. I've got the mirror on the white rather than the other way around, so it just gives you a contrast. Okie dokie, let's get our flowers on. So we've got one going on here, one on here. This is where I discover that I haven't got enough flowers cut out. There's not loads of flowers on this one actually. I think there's fewer flowers on this one than there is on the others. So this one is going to be offset. Offset so that we've got that in the middle of those. Immediately it looks better. Then we've got the 4 petal, which is going to go here. Let's just put it underneath there like that. We've got another 4 petal that's going to go on here. So you've got a layer on because you've got the frame, you've got your first layer already. So it does mean you don't have to do quite so much. And then we've got our 6 petal here. Really pretty, isn't it? This is the fun bit. And then we've got one more over here. You could go bigger if you wanted to. You could actually do another white and another blue, but on the bigger size if you wanted this side to be bigger. Doesn't that look fab? I love these. So pleased Phil's done these. So we're going to just put a little bit of glue on the centre of it, because although they're different shapes, we are having the butterflies in the same place. So we've got the dinky little one. He's going to go here. How about I just hit the camera again? That's going to go there. And this bigger one is going to go here. Pointing at the best wishes. Don't they look fab? And we're just going to finish off with a pearl in each corner. And job done. So you can tell by the length of the videos that they are quick cards to do. I mean, I just did a tiny bit of shaping of some of the flowers beforehand, but not many. Where's my silver pearls? There they are. So I want my 8s. See how many I've got there. I'm not sure if Karen sent me another pot of, might be gold ones that she sent me. I'll have to have a hunt around to see if I've got some more. I need some more 8s. There we go. Bit of elegance, isn't it, with the silver? And of course, if you wanted a different message, there's nothing stopping you from stamping onto one of the, let's say, some of the layered differently dies, and popping your stamped sentiment in the centre, especially if you stamped and embossed with silver. You could do a nice sort of silver anniversary card, which would look lovely in that. So there we have it. There's a 7x7 card featuring the new Fancy Frames Floral Finery circle, and with some extra flowers from the Dotty tips and the a couple of the Tatty Butterflies. Hope you've enjoyed it. As I said, you'll find the products over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, and over at Honeypot Crafts too. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel if you've not already, and do check out some of the many other videos. Thank you for watching.